Imagine this scenario. You just put the baby down for a nap and you've got 15 minutes before the conference call starts. It's time to write. Do you get some writing done? Or do you let your own self-doubt, distractions, and other problems get in the way so that your writing does not get done? Here's how to use that precious time to pound out 500 words or more. We're living in a world that's filled with distractions, and most of us are finding it increasingly difficult to focus on anything, say nothing of our writing. Technology giant Microsoft found that the human attention span has fallen from 12 seconds in the year 2000 to only 8 seconds today. Goldfish, on the other hand, have been found to be able to sustain their focus for up to 9 seconds. That means that we're doing worse than the fish when it comes to being able to focus on a task. The researchers blame technology and smartphones. There's just too many things out there vying for our attention for us to be able to keep our minds on one thing. As a writer pressed for time, and what writer isn't, you need to be able to take full advantage of any free time that you get. That means that you need to be able to sit down and focus fast. How can you do that? I have 3 things you can try. You may think that focusing on your story is all about being able to tune in to your characters and your setting and this imaginary world that you've created. But the truth is that it's also about your ability to be able to tune out everything else around you. There's a part of the brain called the ventrolateral prefrontal cortex that fires up when you need to inhibit a natural response, like answering a text or email in the middle of your writing time. It's the brain's natural braking system, and scientists say the better this part of your brain works, the more you're able to focus. Unfortunately, this system isn't the most hardy of systems. Things like mental fatigue, stress, interruptions, multitasking, and a lack of exercise will all make it less effective. Age doesn't help either. When the fine lines start showing around your eyes and the gray hairs on your head, that's about the time your brain starts changing too, making it harder for you to resist those automatic impulses to check your Facebook feed. You've got 15 minutes. Turn everything off. Remove the temptations. Isolate yourself. Put a do not disturb sign on the door. Hide out somewhere. I used to hide in the staircase in the office to be able to get my writing done. Nobody uses the stairs. If you can't get away, use noise-canceling headphones or music to drown out the other distractions around you. Finally, get a glass of water or whatever you think you'll need so that those little cravings for something to eat or drink don't mess you up. Most of us have trained ourselves to respond to all the distractions around us. We want to check our social media feeds. We check our emails. We look at the latest videos. When we're feeling a little bored, we pull up something that we think will entertain us. This has become far too easy and automatic to do. So we have to train ourselves in the opposite, being able to resist those impulses so that we can focus on one task. This is where meditation can really help. And if you're groaning, saying, "Oh, I've tried meditation before, it doesn't really work," you don't have to get fancy about this. All you have to do is set a timer for, let's say, 5 minutes to start. Then sit still, breathe deeply, and focus on one image. I like to use a candle flame. Light a candle and then stare into that flame and focus only on that flame. You may prefer to think of a favorite place you like to visit, or to look at a favorite picture, or to think of one particular word that's calming for you. The key is to keep bringing your thoughts back to that one thing. Your mind's going to start to chatter. Oh, there's this and this that you've got to go do. Or there's this that you forgot about. Or what about your sister's birthday? These things are going to start popping up in your brain. Your job as you're meditating is simply to keep bringing your thoughts back to that one thing so that that's all you're focusing on. This helps train your brain to focus well, and it can help you get better at being able to sit down and write when you have the time. The last tip I have for you is going to help you make that system in your brain that we talked about a little bit stronger and able to better resist temptation. Meditation can help you do that, but so can delayed gratification. Let's say you're working on a piece of writing and you get the urge to check your Twitter feed. Tell yourself, nope, I'm not going to check it for 5 minutes, and go back to writing. Same thing can work if you're in line at the grocery store and you're bored. So you decide to check your YouTube channel. Tell yourself, I'll do that in 5 minutes, and just allow yourself to be bored. This might be really hard for you because as a nation right now, we are not good at being bored. But being bored allows your brain to come up with its own ideas and its own creativity. If you allow it to do that, it may help you find solutions to plot problems in your stories or come up with new scenes that you want to explore. But you have to give the brain a chance to entertain you instead of you being entertained by all your gadgets. Every time that you're tempted to give in to a distraction, ask yourself to wait for 5 minutes. The more that you do that, the more that your ability to focus will increase, and you'll find that you'll be able to write that 500 words when you get 15 minutes much more easily. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe and hit the notifications button so that you'll know when I have another video coming out. Meanwhile, here's hoping that you can take advantage of the next 15 minutes of free time that you get to write.